Hi guys, happy Thursday. Very close to Easter, so we have Thursday and tomorrow in Europe and Catholic countries Easter begins, and we have a small Easter egg surprise because Nasdaq pulls back quite a bit. So you can see on the screen here that kind of the ideal scenario starts to play out. So market pulls back quite aggressively, quite intense, frankly speaking, and it started in the Asia session here at 3 o'clock European time, so US night time as well. We had a pullback here which started, and then we had a break of structure, and kind of the pullback is quite a bit. Okay, so we pulled back here 470 points. In relation to yesterday's high, we closed. We traded down more than 500, 600 points, so it's quite a dump. And the bullish scenario, I think we would get still a little bit of room, but frankly speaking, we shouldn't really trade below the 23,500. If so, I will be very careful. So scenario kind of is still in play, but the pullback is quite a bit, and and Easter comes up, so there will be calm markets, holidays. Need to see. Structure-wise, I think this is positive. Okay, structure-wise, I think this is positive. Trading-wise, ideally we find support now here. Okay, this is kind of the ideal play. What we get if it unravels, then it's always not so nice to buy in a sell-off. To buy into sell-off is always not so beautiful. In the Nasdaq, in the S&P as well, this zone here should ideally hold. So make or break it, let's say 6,500. If we could talk then about reward risk, in the bull case, we need to work with a $150 point stop, so quite a lot. Okay, quite a lot. If you trade this with a micro contract, so it's a $750 stop, what you need to use. Ideally, we will start to time it. We will start to time this trade in the smaller picture because of the daily. Here, it's not so simple. That's kind of the area which should hold, I guess. So 6,490, 6,480. Ideally, this holds, and we time this trade from the smaller picture. So far, though, I wouldn't go that far that we say this is very negative. I think it's constructive to the upside as well. So if this zone here holds, then we are able to do something here to the long side. And we see this across the board. So if you look now at the Dow Jones as well, we see the same thing playing out. We had this bounce into this supply, right? We talked about demand and supply quite a bit. And we tested supply. Market participants are able to give, in the end, it's always a question, is it the macroeconomics, is it political? In the end, for us, technical traders, it doesn't really matter. So markets are down pre-market, okay? Russell is down heavily, also 2%. S&P is down, Nasdaq is down 1.9%. So there's quite some pressure on it. And we need to see what happens. Okay, we need to see. Ethereum down 5%, comes down into some, let's say, interesting zones, I think. So the $2,000 area is something I would be willing to start buying very little, to be honest. Okay, a zone in $2,000 area, I will be willing to buy very little, and 1,980 I will start to buy. So this is a play what I will do today. I will start to buy at $1,900.80 to narrow this down quite a little bit more. 1,980 is a zone I will start to buy. Okay, on Ethereum. Bitcoin came back also quite a bit. Not so beautiful. It looked quite constructive yesterday. Trend is now broken. It looks like trend change is kind of confirmed. I mean, yeah, looks like risk off, right? I mean, looks like risk off. I mean, still, if you believe in the long scenario, I think this is now a perfect time to get involved as well on Bitcoin on the long side. If you look now smaller time frames, honestly, this is it to buy, in my opinion. I have long exposure quite a bit on Bitcoin, so I will not add to position. I have a short position in the futures market in Bitcoin. I have a long position spot market. I'm mining Bitcoin as well, so I'm not really into. This is not dirt cheap, so where I would love to buy. I'm thinking about buying 10 more crypto Bitcoin miners right now. Got an offer on the table, so this is where I keep on thinking. But again, I think Ethereum is the better play in 1980, kind of when pain happened. And why I like this? Because we will trigger some more selling here below $2010, and this should give us the opportunity to buy here at $19.80 to get starting to start buying some positions here. Okay, that's kind of it, you know. And Nasdaq again quite intense, also kind of intense selling, so more selling coming in here. Let's see what kind of open we will get in about 1 hour. But we closed at 24,200 and we're down about 470 points to the close, so quite a gap. So we trade here, okay, we're trading around this level 720, so we are getting quite a huge gap. And then it's always a question, do we get gap fill or do we get gap continuation? I think we will get a gap fill a little bit, 60-80 points, and then the market will decide. So that's the play what I'm doing right now. So to put you into the picture, I have a long position opened here. I blew one of my funded accounts here as well, so not everything is just beautiful. So I will need to kind of trade up my accounts here as well. And yeah, that's kind of what I do here. Try to get this account to fund it. Yeah, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve right now. Okay, so that's what I'm doing currently. So get my accounts back up to all funded. And I lost some Apex accounts as well, so I traded quite bad today. And this happens as well, even after these big runs. Again, last month 30k up, close to 30k up. Now I will have to reload basically. Sadly, that it's not just always winning; it's always some losing in trading as well. Having said that, through the holidays, I'm not sure what to expect. I mean, and that's, I think, something not unusual. I mean, we don't really know if we will get some political trading as well. So let's see what's happening in the Middle East. Let's see what's happening there, and hopefully there will be more call markets to expect in the next couple of days. Having said that, guys, I'm wishing you a beautiful Easter to everybody of you, your families, and your children, parents, and I will try to relax as well a little bit. Wishing you all the best, guys. See you then.